Fire. Fire.
I can see myself making $1 million in this.
You're not the same Kevin right now that you were 2 years ago when you started.
I come from a bad neighborhood. Friends pass away and stuff like that, right? I just said, I'm done with this. I know if I keep on going down this path, it can easily happen to me. I looked back in my life and I was like, okay, I've kind of been wasting a lot of time. You have to be disciplined, you have to have your rules, and you have to follow your strategy. I failed a lot of challenges.
What's a lot?
Say over 100.
No, you failed over 100 challenges. So you're literally the definition that you will do it until you succeed. All right, so today we are back with another podcast with Kevin Ruiz today, which he's mentioning that just because of some of the YouTube videos that he's seen, he's been able to make profits with the Set and Forget strategy as a whole. So we have here Kevin Ruiz. Welcome on, bro.
How's it going, bro? How's it going?
So where are you from?
Originally, I'm from California. I was born and raised in Long Beach, California. And I want to say, like, during the pandemic, I got tired of it.
Yeah,
I got tired of it. It was just like mask mandates and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just got tired of it. So I kind of just switched it all up. And one day I just decided to just head towards Florida.
You're in Florida now.
Yeah. I'm in Tampa right now. And honestly, I think that was one of the biggest kind of changing moments for me because I kind of got out of my comfort zone. You know, when you put yourself into a different predicament where you don't really know anything, you're kind of you're putting yourself into that corner, right? And now you're forced to switch up your mindset, think different, and yeah.
So you say basically getting out of your environment where you were, kind of like where you grew up, like the people that you were around, kind of like that.
Oh man,
That, like getting out of like that stuck area, like getting out of it. You feel like that helped you out?
yeah, because I was stuck in a, like, I want to say a pretty negative mindset. Now that I look back at it, I didn't really have anything like kind of like ambitions towards anything yet. And that was just probably because of the people I was hanging around with and stuff. So once I kind of just like took myself out of that and I really just started focusing on myself. But what I realized was I had to kind of focus on a lot of things, like breaking a lot of bad habits, right? So one of the first things I did was you know, go to the gym. So that right there was one of the biggest shifts for my mental growth, honestly, because
Because like just to like retouch on a second there is like what would you say to somebody that is stuck in that, I guess, circle? And because you say that you didn't realize that you were stuck in an environment with people that weren't good and they didn't have the right mindset, but you didn't realize it until you got out. So you could have, if you would have never made that decision to get out, you'd probably still be in the same spot you were.
oh yeah, I was pretty much headed down the wrong path, honestly.
So how do you recommend to somebody to notice that or to just bring awareness to it? Because like once you're in that, you kind of don't know, you're blinded, right? And it's, you know, there's nothing you can do about it because you simply don't know. You are blinded. You're just not aware.
Yeah, it just it and the thing is, it seems normal because of the fact that everybody around you is the same, right? So that's why you're blinded. The thing is you really just have to make that. For me, it was, I got sick and tired of it, right? You get sick and tired of living that day to day, and then you look at results, right? Results of people around you, and you're like, nobody really has what I want in life, right? So I mean, I just made the drastic, I mean, my parents were even tripping out, you know. They're like, wait, you did what? And I told them one day, because I honestly, I was just so tired of it, and I just started driving across the country. I didn't even know where I was going.
By yourself?
Yeah, just took the car and I just started driving across the country. I ended up in Florida. But
how old were you when you did that?
this was about 2021.
So how old are you?
I'm 27 right now.
So you're
So
about
that was about 24.
24.
Yeah.
So you just decided to pack all your things into a car and just drive.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. It was, the thing is, like, I come from a bad neighborhood, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of my friends, you know, I've seen a lot of just bad things happen, right? So there was a key moment where I just said, I'm done with this because, friends pass away and stuff like that, right? So that was the driving factor for me right there. I was like, I'm done because I know if I keep on going down this path, it can easily happen to me, and I'm not trying to do that, right? I want to be able to retire my parents and reach my goals in life. I've
And
always known that as a kid.
and then where did trading come in that whole scenery? How did that come?
Yeah, yeah. So trading came in because I started going down that rabbit hole of how to make money in different ways, right?
Is this why you're still in Cali or while you're driving?
No, no. So this is the thing. I probably had about like 4,000 bucks in savings when I drove. So I wasn't like completely I was able to at least like land somewhere and then pay for a little bit of living expenses, right? So I basically went down the rabbit hole of looking for how to make money online. But I had already landed in Florida. I basically did that drive in like 3 days.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, the whole time, you see, this is the thing. The drive for me was kind of therapeutic because you're just driving.
Mhm.
And I think I needed that. I needed that, like, I don't know, it's kind of like what the gym does for you, you get that mental clarity.
Mhm. You
Um,
just needed that alone time.
yeah, that's what it was. I needed that alone time, and I think I never had even done that, you know? Um, so during the whole 3 days of me just constantly driving, uh, it it kind of just opened up my mind. I looked back in my life and I was like, okay, I've kind of been wasting a lot of time,
Yeah.
uh, because you get stuck in the 9 to 5, and that can only take you so much. You know what I mean? Like, you can only really, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah, yeah, like you're pretty much
you can
capped.
only get so far. Yeah, you're capped basically. And so I started just kind of self-analyzing my life, right? Looking back at, I mean, from the time I was 18 to 24, and I had seen that, yeah, I was working, but I still don't have shit to show for it, right? I still didn't have anything to show for it. Um, and I was still living on that day to day. So, and the
So how,
thing is
yeah, so
also,
how did you how did you come across like trading Forex? Like when did you decide to make that move or how did that happen?
so when I was going down the rabbit hole of looking up things online, uh, I saw, what was it? I saw there was like drop shipping, and then there was also, what was it? Like rental arbitrage and stuff like that. And then I saw somebody selling a course, but they were doing an MLM program. That's what
Mhm.
it was. And it wasn't I Am Academy like everybody gets into, you know? Everybody gets into I Am Academy. It was
Yeah.
actually something called Real Rise.
Oh yeah, I heard of that one. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. So I got introduced through them. I think actually Mauricio was in that.
Okay.
Um, he was actually one of my teachers on that. Um, and yeah, so I mean, I thought the barrier to entry was pretty good because when they started talking about funded accounts and stuff like that, the barrier to entry seemed like, okay, if I just learn this skill set, then I'll have access to capital, right? and then I can leverage that capital with a lower risk. So, I mean, when I found out about the funded accounts, I was like, oh, this kind of seems like a no-brainer if I can figure out the skill, right? And so,
So you basically got started around 2021. I'm trying to like piece together your
oh,
story.
okay, I got started 2022, like beginning of 2022. So
Okay.
2021, figuring myself out right there. I just landed in Florida, don't know nothing around me, new surroundings, but I knew I had to get my mindset right. So what I did was I just started hitting the gym. I was like 250 pounds, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I was like 250 pounds.
How do you look now? Let me see. Like stand up, stand up. Let me see.
I'm at 180 right now, bro.
Oh shit. Let me see. Let me see. How do you look?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm good, bro. Yeah, like I'm
so
I mean,
you,
I just ate some bad yesterday, but you know, I'm good right now. Like I almost got the little six pack. You know what I'm saying? No, no. But yeah, bro. I just felt like I had to do something. You know?
so basically 2021 you just kind of found out about what trading was, and then 2022 you actually started trading.
Yeah, yeah. So
So then
2022
how
started
did that
taking it a little more serious. But not as serious because you know you get sold the get rich quick vision, right?
yeah.
And then you quickly find out, well, not I mean it depends on your journey, but you will find out that it's you got to put in the effort. There's gonna be blood, sweat, and tears, and you have to figure yourself out a lot, right? uh
I mean, but
but
kind of, I feel like you kind of like went through that with your personal self and your physical body. Like you got to put in the blood, sweat, and tears to lose that weight. And it's something as such important as making money. You're gonna have to put blood, sweat, and tears to make money. That's, fucking crazy numbers out there.
yeah, it's actually crazy because so the gym played a big part in that as well because once I started taking the gym a little more serious, I took it more serious because I wanted to be more disciplined in a lot of areas of my life so that it could reflect on my trading, right? And that's kind of the reason why I started actually even going harder in the gym. Um just because I needed to get the discipline because I understood that okay, once I got hit by the market a couple times, right? You take those like tough beatings. Um, you realize like, okay, this isn't a game. You have to be disciplined. You have to have your rules, and you have to follow your strategy. And if you're not disciplined in a lot of things in your life, then it can also reflect on your trading, right?
So you didn't come into this with a lot of money.
No, not
So
at
how
all.
how did you get started depositing $100, $200, or did you just go straight to buying a challenge?
Uh, dude, I failed a lot of challenges. That's what I did. I'm not gonna lie. I failed a lot of challenges.
What's a lot?
I want to say over 100, dude.
No, you failed over 100 challenges.
Yeah, just
So you are the definition of you
taking
will
my
do
hits.
it. So you're literally the definition that you will do it until you succeed, no matter what.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that was the plan. It like that's still the plan. I'm still not where I want to be. But I slowly see myself progressing, and as long as I don't break my rules, then I should be on the right path, right? Just trust
Is
the
it was
process.
there ever a point that you wanted to give up?
Oh man, so many times, bro. It's like it's there's times where this is the thing. I started blowing challenges so often that it became gambling, right? And
Mhm.
so once I did that enough, I want to say every like I don't know, once I did that enough, it gets to the point where it hurts, right? It literally hurts. And you're like, "Nah, something has to change. Something
Mhm.
has to change." And I want to say I felt like quitting like uh probably 1 year into it, and then I think I've thought about it like 3 times. But that's because like it really hurt that time. You know what I mean?
And
Just
what led you to not quit?
there's this is the thing. I it's either this or nothing. Like I can see myself making $1 million in this. You know what I mean? I don't I can't really, unless I start like a business or something, which I was doing for a little bit, doing some like credit repair and stuff. But unless I start a business that has consistent cash flow and stuff like that, this is the other way to make a, a million in my eyes, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just think that I've dedicated a lot of time to this already, and I just don't plan on quitting.
So as of right now, how much money have you made from trading?
uh, I want to say I've probably made about like uh, 30 grand.
Thirty
About
thousand dollars.
yeah, about 30 grand, bro.
And how do you feel with that?
You see, that's the thing. I see myself progressing. So as I see myself progressing, it I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you just like you feel like you're getting closer and closer and closer. But like,
Because I can guarantee you, you're not the same Kevin right now that you were 2 years ago when you started.
I was
Like
reckless.
literally. And
I was
I
reckless.
mean, but it kind of goes to the same thing as your physical body. That's why I compare trading to the gym all the time. Like you're not the same Kevin in the gym right now that you were 2 years ago. You're not the same weight.
I don't
Like
know.
now you just literally said like I can see the abs coming in. I can see it loaded. Like I can literally see it right there. So now, what would you say would be like, with the videos that you saw, like from my YouTube channel or, whatever that I mentioned with the set and forget, like how did that help your journey?
Oh
Make
man. So once you started talking about the philosophy of set and forget, right? How you came about it, I started noticing like, oh, I'm not trusting my plays. I'm moving my stop losses and stuff like that, moving TPs around, getting my ratios messed up because of it. And it was just little things like that that once I saw, I forget which video it was, but you basically explained that philosophy. Once
Mhm.
I saw that, I tested it out. And so I was like, wow, I basically just wasn't believing in myself. I wasn't trusting my plays.
Mm. So,
Because
mhm. No, go ahead, go ahead.
because like for me, I trade US 30, right? And US 30 like kind of for me on market opens, it can give you one to threes pretty quick.
Mhm.
So that like I kind of already seen that I can catch those plays, right? And so once you know that you can catch those plays, it's like, okay, I'm messing up. I'm doing human errors, right? I'm basically moving my stop loss in too much or moving my stop loss break even and just not trusting the play in general, right? Um, but once I started just kind of just letting it ride, once I enter the play,
I forget.
set and forget, basically just let it do its thing, right? And
Yeah.
then trusting your probabilities as long I think it's as long as you have more than like a 40% win rate, you're good on one of threes.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just had to kind of stick to that, you know.
And then
And
what
then
would you say would be one of your biggest difficulties when you started into trading?
hmm, over trading, bro. Over trading. Definitely over trading.
How, how
Um,
many how many trades do you take nowadays?
I limit myself to actually I just saw your video, the one that you just posted about the trading plan.
Nice.
Uh 2 trades a week. So I'm basically implementing that now. 2 trades a week.
And then how many trades were you taking 2 years ago a day?
Bro, I'll blow an account in one day, bro. It was bad. It was so bad. Like it just but I want to say I would take sometimes 4 trades. And then I started noticing what I was doing wrong and I'm like, okay, let me take eventually I got it down to 1 trade a day, right? And then that's when I started seeing, okay, the less risk I put myself under, I'm hold up, I'm about to close this trade. Um,
You're in a trade right now.
yeah. I just caught a 1 to 4.
How much?
Um,
How much did you just make?
2,500.
Let me see. Show you. You gotta show the people, bro. You gotta show them. Hey, do you have it on your phone or you have it mobile?
Here,
I mean,
I have it on my screen.
that's funny. He's trading live right now. So you closed the trade already?
Yeah. I just closed.
Let me see, bro. You gotta show us. You gotta show us.
I'm trying to. It doesn't let me share my screen. Oh, hold on. I could just
Yeah,
pull it
just
up.
show it like this on the phone.
Yeah, let me do that.
This is funny.
Yeah, right.
All right, so you just closed right now for where is it? $2,400.
Yeah.
Fire, fire. Congrats, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
out of like one, like how much would you say the set and forget and the theories that I teach affected your trading positively? Like what do you like? How much you think? You think it did a little bit, a lot, somewhat?
It completely took me to the next step, honestly, because the thing is, you're not always going to be right in the market, right?
Right.
And that's one thing that I struggled with. I heard you say that a couple times. Just believing in your play can take you so far.
Hmm.
And my biggest mistake was moving my stop losses in and trailing my stops in and doing that. So I would mess up. I would end up catching like a 1 to 5. I mean, a 1 to 1.5 because I was trailing my stop losses in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so over time, yeah, sure, I was catching plays, but over time, what it was doing was it was messing with my probabilities.
Of course.
But then once I just started kind of trusting my plays and setting and forgetting them, as long as I hit a 1 to 3, I know I'm good, because I know my win. I've taken enough trades over the last 2 years that I kind of know my win rate, right?
Yeah, if
I
you've blown
know.
over 100 challenges, you kind of.
Yeah.
So, what would you say would be your biggest piece of advice that you can give to somebody out there? Let's say Kevin Ruiz 2 years ago, as he's about to blow his 50th challenge. What would be your number one piece of advice? The simpler, the better. If you keep it if you could keep it in one sentence so you don't forget, what would be the number one piece of advice you would give?
The number one piece of advice I would give is, first of all, believe in yourself and stay disciplined in all areas of life.
So,
That
because
that
you believe that being disciplined outside of trading will affect your trading positively or negatively.
Yeah, definitely. I just know that because sometimes I would have a bad day and it would definitely reflect on the market when
Mm.
I was trading, because of the fact that maybe I wanted to pull the trade too early, or uh I don't know, I would be in an angry mindset, right? And I'll pull an angry trade, I used to call them, right? And that's just not healthy for the market. It's better to, if you're feeling that way, if you're not feeling 100%, don't even trade the day, you know?
And you have no problem not trading for a day or two now.
Nah, not no more. I mean, I've taken enough. Like, it's hurt me so much that I mean, it just gets to the point where you're just like, all right, I'm making the same mistakes over and over. Something's got to change, or else this is just not gonna be profitable, right?
Yeah.
You
Interesting.
basically start feeling insane after you do the same mistakes over and over. That's the literal definition of insanity, right?
Yep, exactly. So obviously, it's the first time I've ever heard somebody that's blown 100 plus challenges.
Oh man, that's about to be the
That's a clip.
that's
That's a clip.
that's the clip right there.
No, because I think I've blown like 30 or something. You know what I mean? But hundreds is insane. But the fact that you did not fail and you did not give up, and now you're up $30,000 and you just closed a trade in profit, that shows that with time and you believing in yourself and following your plan, you could succeed. So I appreciate you, Kevin, for coming in here, dropping your wisdom, showing the
Nah,
trade
bro. I
profit. And
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro, for everything you've done for the community too. I mean, a lot of people will take that for granted, but I mean, you really don't even have to do this, and that's kind of what's pretty humbling about you. I mean, every time I've messaged you, you reply too. That's
Yeah.
the crazy thing, you know. A lot of people let that get to their head, but yeah, you know.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So, bro, I wish you much more success and to not blow any more accounts, bro. So,
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, definitely appreciate you, bro.